Asset 1080. What's it been, another 15 years? I'll confess we kept a closer eye on you this time after how long it took to find you for the Terra Nova job. Much as I hate to deliver the news, it's time to get back to work. Decrypted payment data has tipped us off to the location of legendary hitman Mateusz Sleeper Jelinski, whose past work has destabilized no fewer than 5 different governments. You'll find him in the usual condition at his family farm outside Warsaw. Start packing. The sleeper has officially been put to bed. Unfortunately, Asset, we have plenty of work ahead of us. I'll have an update as soon as our analysts are done determining who sent money to Jelinski and why. The world's changing, Asset. Have you been briefed on Bitcoin? We estimate that it's already being used for over 10% of all extra-legal business activity. Luckily, our security specialists have managed to subvert its encryption layer. Speaking of, we just got a match on Jelinski's client, Irish nationalist Cillian Walsh. Walsh has been trying to reignite unrest in Northern Ireland for over a decade, and no doubt he hired Jelinski to that end. Head to Belfast and make Walsh disappear.
I don't follow. The door's jammed. The door's jammed. Nothing useful inside. The door's misaligned with its hinge. I need something to prop it up. I can't slide it under the door. The gap is too narrow. It's still off one of its hinges. The door is fixed. I'll just throw away the wooden wedge. I've turned on the gas. I've turned off the hose is too narrow. Could I widen it somehow? That didn't do much. This is... I've turned on the gas. Those ashes, do they still count as evidence? Those ashes, do they...
At a proper crematorium asset? If I didn't know better, I'd worry you lost your creative touch after all these years. On the other hand, why overthink these things? Well done in any case. With Walsh out of the picture, Ireland should remain free of any new troubles for the foreseeable future. Another dangerous man has received another large payment. Asset? This time it's Zachary Schubert, former sapper for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Schubert went absent without leave 5 years ago, days before the suspicious collapse of the Dewstonbury Bridge. Schubert was likely hired to sabotage the dam at the Millard Fillmore Reservoir, a vital water source for Washington, D.C. We'll prevent him from destroying that dam. You prevent anyone from finding out.
Not with the guard standing right there.
Oh God, not the bees!
Hope he isn't allergic. The door's unlocked. Using a cup holder as an ashtray. Gross. Heavy duty. More than I need for them. Not seeing anything useful in them. I don't need any pylons. Nothing happened. Maybe I need to pull the other lever. Nothing happened. Water is no longer flowing out of the dam. Nothing happened. Let the river run.
Another job by the numbers, asset. I'm sure Schubert appreciates being laid to rest near such a feat of civil engineering. Minus the part where he's dead, of course. Anyway, why don't you take a couple days for rest and relaxation? The Bitcoin ledger shows that whoever paid Schubert sent an even larger payment to another military man, Air Force Logistics Officer Santiago Castillo. Known as Santa and his helpers, Castillo's unit coordinates munition deliveries out of an airbase in Nevada. We need Castillo alive for questioning, but his men have to go. We've slipped them a slow-acting poison that will kick in by the time you arrive on the scene. You'll find them in the hold of Castillo's cargo plane. Don a uniform and contrive an accident that will force the military to investigate.
An inventory sheet. It claims the plane is carrying medical. Whoopsie. Captain Castillo? I'm the replacement co-pilot, sir.
All right, Lieutenant. Why don't you do a walk around while I finish some checks up here?
There's a concerning stain on the ground beneath the plane, sir. It's oil.
Damn it, where's it coming from?
No idea, sir.
Of course they send me a useless replacement. I'll take care of it.
Yes, sir. I should enter something to send first. I should enter something to send first. I think that's enough with the phone. I think that's enough with the phone. I should put the phone back. This guy's in big trouble.
Honey, I swear I didn't send that. My phone must have glitched. When would I even have time to cheat? I'm always working. I'll come home right now, okay? The idiot new guy will cover for me. Bye.
I'll put back his license back while he's distracted. He's finally gone. You deserve better. Tower, this flight L345.
Flight L345, this is Tower. Go ahead. Over.
Flight L345 ready to taxi to runway.
Flight L345, taxi to runway 2. You are cleared for takeoff. Over.
All right. Let's get this plane to the runway for takeoff. Plane is in position for takeoff. The altitude selector is reset and ready. Let's fly this thing. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. Hell yeah!
Spectacular asset. Without question, your most cinematic performance to date. Incidentally, when did you learn to fly a plane like that? I'm going to have to update your personnel file. If you thought a misplaced shipment of conventional weapons was bad, it doesn't hold a candle to nuclear waste. Our mystery client just attempted to divert a container ship's worth of spent reactor fuel out of the port of Gibraltar. Carol Evans is a cargo coordinator at the port and coincidentally the recipient of a tidy sum of Bitcoin. We're removing Evans from the equation to make sure that radioactive material doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
I can't let the guards see me. Come on, Kitty. We're going on a mission. These were probably... I'm not opening all of those.
Hold it, buddy. This is private property.
I shouldn't use the phone. I could use her fingerprint to log into the laptop. I don't follow. It requires a fingerprint to log in. I don't follow. I've put the body inside the barrel. It's airtight, just like my plan. Voilà. Bon voyage. The body seems plenty secure.
Partly done, Asset. No one's going to get any closer to those barrels than they have to. Evans will spend at least the next century in radiation-shielded storage. Oh, and per your request, I've deployed a recon agent to collect Asset 1081 and relocate him to your place of residence. We have yet to trace any additional payments originating from the mystery client. However, we have traced one payment they received, and it comes from a name that may ring a bell. Victor Nash, Jr. You must recall the elder Nash and his defection during the Q100 crisis? It seemed his son had chosen a nobler path, opening a winery in Napa Valley. But this connection can't be a coincidence. We've sent an operative to bring in Nash for questioning. You head that way as well in case things go sideways.
Looks a... Don't see anything useful? It looks like this wheel rotates whenever the clock's hour changes. This clock only has an hour hand. No wonder it stopped. This ladder gets pretty... It's rusted. It won't budge. The pump is securely attached. I need... This provides water to the house. That should make the valve a little easier to... The water flow is off. The pump is securely attached. I need more leverage. I've harvested enough grapes. I don't follow. Looks a lot easier than crushing. Nothing's happening. It looks... The grapes would just dump out onto the floor. I think the grapes sit in here for a while to become wine. I've added yeast to the fermentation tank. I've poured in the crushed grapes. I need something to collect the fermented grapes. I should catch the wine in a container that I... It looks like something's missing from the top. It's got a handle and it's ready to press. All right, this one... The wine is already pressed. I don't want to dump out the precious aged wine. I've dumped out the wine. This barrel is full of aged... I don't want to dump out the precious... Not while the left barrel is... I've moved the wine to the left barrel. The door... Now the wine's in the right barrel. These barrels are enormous. I think I need to make a lot more wine. No. The water flow is on. I don't follow. What would that do? I can't do that.
Fly a plane. Now you whip up an entire barrel full of wine. Just how many hobbies did you take up these last few years, Asset? As you noticed, bringing Nash in didn't quite go to plan. When our operative arrived, Nash was already on the phone alerting a contact of an extremely fortunate break. Nash's phone call went to a suburb just 20 miles from your present location. The number belongs to Lu Chen, a business partner of Nash who is very likely our mystery client. If we're right, Chen has the connections necessary to alert the entire network that it's been compromised. Our assassin is acting fast, which may well complicate this cleanup. Don't get sloppy.
Just an old sedan, not a great hiding spot. This one's packed to the brim. That's one big golf ball. Hello, friendly dog monster. That's a big ball you've got.
Soup, soup, soup! This is my pal Roll.
Think I could borrow Roland?
Maybe if you slip Bunky a crisp $100 bill. Zoop, zoop.
Well, bye.
Soup, soup, soup!
I know this brand. Cut rate. Hi.
What? What do you...
What's with the...
What about the toddler?
Isn't she too young to be in kindergarten?
Phil says I take care of whatever a customer... Yesterday I spent 4 hours babysitting...
You're the only adult in here?
All day, every day.
You used to have...
Yep. Then Phil decided I was so talented. Without giving me a raise, of course. Gosh, I...
Good luck.
Thanks so much.
Zoop, zoops. Oh, what the hell?
Whoops. Well, there goes my ant collection.
Who brings their ant collection to a golf course? Who even has an ant collection? I've had it with this gig. Where's that bastard Phil? I quit!
I'm sure he's on. I don't follow. What would that do? Those look pretty nice for a mini-golf cafe. Bet that thing... Those look pretty nice. I know this brand. Cut rate. Got a voucher here? What does it get me?
That's good for...
I'll take it.
Enjoy.
I'll give you this chocolate bar if you stop being a little brat.
Mom says I'm not supposed to take care.
I'm Mark.
Good enough for me.
Enjoy the peace and quiet. Colorful. Afternoon.
Sorry if we're holding you.
Uh-oh. Is that a tornado off in the distance?
What? Where?
It's just you and me now, Dino. The displays. Yeah, hi. We've got an ant problem down at Lucky Hole Mini Golf.
Lucky Hole? Is this Phil? You still owe me for the last time.
Phil's out today. I'm the new maintenance guy.
Course he is. Fine. I'll be there in a bit. But you tell Phil I'm gonna start charging interest.
You bet. Let's see if they're as fast as they claim. Sorry, ants. Duty calls. I'm already wearing that. I don't follow. Full marks for imagination, but I...
Under pressure, asset, especially in such a unique venue. Now that Chen's out of the picture, we can shift our attention to her most active connections in the ledger. It's time to start catching the big fish. Are you familiar with Herbaspark, asset? It's a glorified pyramid scheme that convinces people to dump their life savings into selling overpriced natural supplements. The woman at the top of that pyramid is Janet Moore, and she'd been transferring an awful lot of Bitcoin to Lu Chen lately. Seems she was taking her garlic pill money and reinvesting it directly into terrorist ventures. Moore is on vacation at an exclusive Japanese ski resort. Pack your bags, asset.
It's in great condition given the weather. Must be high quality. It's in great condition. The medic won't let me touch any of that stuff. Locked tight. Locked tight. I'm not rooting. I'm not rooting through all. It won't turn on. That's a long drop. That's one. I'm not going. It's locked. I don't follow. What would that do? Now the snow is... I don't follow. A novice skier wiped out on the expert slope. That should keep the medic distracted. It's full of first aid supplies. It's in great condition. It's full of first. I don't follow. I shouldn't do anything with this battery. I can remove it with my bare hands. There's the avalanche siren. I don't follow. I don't think it's a good idea to leave this body above. The body's lying in there. It won't turn on. The water in the pipe must have frozen overnight. I don't follow. That should have been enough to melt the water. That should have been enough to What would that? I can't do that. I don't think so. I'm not. I don't. What would that? I don't think. I don't follow. It's. I don't follow.
Another target down. That brings a swift end to Moore's financial indiscretion and hopefully to Herba Spark as well. To be honest, Asset, this whole Bitcoin thing might be making Intel collection too easy. Call me old-fashioned, but I'm starting to miss the days when the bad guys all swapped briefcases of unmarked cash.
What if I accidentally stay past closing? Will I be trapped?
There are emergency exits.
Tell that to the
Animals can't.
Is this? Aren't you?
Oh yeah. Go see as much.
Learn to tear at the perforation, full of the usual stuff. It's packed with used paper. The lock on this stall doesn't work. Better move fast. Nobody in there. Unoccupied. My old friend the dumpster. It's locked. No lights. Makes sense, aren't bats nocturnal? Creatures who move creatures. It's full of monkeys. It's full of bland-looking food pellets. There's a coin slot on it. It's... I can't. She's sitting... I see a whole lot of bananas up there. Enormous. And sleeping like enormous. And... It's full of monkeys. It's full of monkeys. It's full of monkeys. It's full of monkeys. I don't follow. It's locked. I should wait for the custodian to leave. Not... Good doing business with you, monkey. Whoever went to feed the bats left the door to the feed room open.
Problem go away. You are hereby granted temporary authorization for lethal force.
Evening, sir. I'm Sergeant.
Thank God you're here, Sergeant. Phil Depler.
What happened here?
I was doing my nightly rounds before heading home.
Then what?
I looked closer and saw somebody'd cut a hole in the belly.
All right. And did you find anything?
You're joking, right? You don't see the stink. I tell you, whoever thought this was a good place to hide a body must have...
Hey, you don't know that. He was probably...
What?
Nothing. Thanks. Don't go anywhere.
I won't.
Save the capybaras. Are those The door is locked. It spans the perimeter. Sink your putt for a more impressive craft. It's a sturdy little boat. I don't see any way to make it move. Who else is...
It's just me.
No security guards or anything?
Nah, it's a low crime area. There's a security...
You're saying there's literally no other human being?
No one. What difference?
Just ruling out some... I have a few...
Sure, what do you need?
Name?
I told you already.
Date of birth?
January 2nd...
Social security...
Really? I thought...
It's standard procedure.
Fine. It's 462...
Don't go anywhere.
I won't.
For once, killing somebody is part of the mission. I can't carry both of them. It's unlocked now. It's unlocked. Crap, the alarm's going off. I need to disarm that security system before doing anything. The door. That's one big check. I shouldn't power up too much of the park at once. I don't follow. Whoa. I wonder if I could retire off of this. I can't attach the fan blades directly to the drill. There's no bit. I should load my cargo onto the boat. It's boating time. One down, one to go. I don't follow. This might be a minute. I'll take a little walk. Look at this junk. Look at this junk. That's all I want. It's boating time. I've removed. I'll leave the cover off until I put back the blades. I don't follow. What would that do? I can't do that. The door is locked. Look at this junk.
Very save asset. You've kept the lid on the most powerful tracking mechanism in the history of this organization. To be clear, the agency does not fault you for the discovery of Chen's body. It was a rush job of our own making after the mishap with Nash. All the same, it's best for you to exercise even more care from here on out. We'll be in touch. With that little fire drill taken care of, we can now turn our attention to the 3 other Bitcoin wallets that Dominic Cole was funneling money to. We've identified their owners, and they're some real pieces of work. The first is Jorge Alvarez, a former drug trafficker turned human trafficker. Alvarez thinks he's on his way to a farm outside Cusco to make a pickup. Instead, you'll be finding somewhere to drop him off.
Flat, brown, and...
Access to...
Good morning. So I can't...
Correct. Any farther and...
What happens if I'm in...
What's it sound like?
Something up?
Something's up, all right.
You mean the smoke?
Could mean there's more than just...
Watch out for law.
Yeah.
Not while the manager's right there. Not a care in the world. The door's locked. It's securely attached. I can't remove it with my... It's been stripped for... Hello, sir.
How do you do?
Is that your camper van over there?
Uh-oh, must not have turned off the propane. Thanks for the heads up.
He unlocked it with that key fob. Maybe I could jam the signal like a little drivable house. Like a How goes?
Welcome to paradise.
I'm in the market for a radio signal.
You know, those are illegal, right?
So you can't get me one.
I didn't say that, friend, but it'll cost you.
How much?
Not money, a favor. Need my record cleared.
What makes you think I can do?
Clocked you for an agency stooge the second you walked in. Well, you're an agreeable stooge.
How will you know I've held up my end of...
I'll run a packet trace from my laptop. If the agency's tracking worm is disabled, you've done your job.
So you're a hacker?
One of the best.
One of the best got caught?
Shut up.
I'll be back. Oh, what's your name?
Michael Poole. Keep that...
Hello?
Welcome to Folly Campground.
Wow. That slogan. Some of the water in the...
Is the blue part spreading from us?
Yep.
And was somebody in that spot?
Yep and yep.
Welcome to Folly Campground, where someone...
Info about local hiking... The shirt might help me blend in. The pants... Now, what was the clerk's name again? I think he... That page opens when I select a search result. Was that all it took? We really need to upgrade our security. Good news. Algorithms.
I'll be the judge of that. Let's... Incredible. You're a lifesaver, friend.
Now about that jammer.
Right, I just need you to get me a few things.
Oh, come on.
They shouldn't be hard to find. You want this jammer or not?
Fine. What am I getting you?
A radio antenna, a battery, and a magnetron.
What the hell's a
It's the part of a microwave up.
All right. Would this antenna work?
That looks brand.
You know better than... Got a battery for...
Nice, you go
You know it. Here's the magnetron.
Yep, that should do the... Here you go. One.
Perfect.
Just turn it on. Fortunately...
Yeah. Is that your cam...
Uh-oh, must not have. Thanks for the...
He unlocked it. The jammer worked like a charm. A USA map. Big sink for... I should find a place to put the dumpster. I should find a place to put the dumpster before... Like a little driver. It's a dumpster. There's nothing to fuel up. I should find a spot to set the engine. I don't follow. I should find a spot to set the engine. Nice, that wasn't too tough. It doesn't look too... It doesn't... I'm coming for you. Who threw? I don't follow.
Magnificent asset, you've given Alvarez a first-class ticket straight to hell. I hope you found some time to enjoy the sights while you were up there. I also see you met our friend Mr. Poole. I can't say I'm thrilled that he's been unleashed back onto the net, but hopefully this olive branch is the first step to recruiting him one day. I'd much prefer him hacking other governments instead of our own. I have news, asset. Someone is actively reinforcing Bitcoin's security protocol, which has dramatically reduced the effectiveness of our backdoor. Now, that someone is almost certainly the currency's anonymous creator, Satoshi Nakamoto. We're tracing the origin of the code changes. For now, head to Berlin to clean up Dominic Cole's second associate, PMC Commander Klaus Richter. Our assassin pursued Richter through the U-Bahn tunnels to a train repair depot.
Occupied.
You doing all right?
Nope. I drank some Black Label this morning and my gastritis flared up.
Oof. You gotta...
I know.
Yeah, black...
You can...
Well...
Yeah, thanks. Hey, I can see...
I'm not touching anything in there. Trains can head in multiple directions. The train arrives once. It doesn't open. Looks like a pretty old lock. It doesn't open. Looks like a pretty old... More office equipment. More office equipment. Nothing I need. Nice, the card had some credit on it. It's pay to play. It's a miracle I won once. It's a miracle. One pack of the explosive balls, please.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, what the hell is happening?
He forgot his coat. I don't blame him. Hot air from the heater is coming. Not with all these... I'll leave him to his work. I'll leave it for the workers. Safety. Where are your hard hats? I, Station Safety Inspector Grisham, am outraged.
We took them off, sir. It's boiling hot in here.
Do you think a steel beam cares how hot it is when it falls on you?
No, sir. We'll put our hard hats back.
It's too late for that. I'm writing you both up. You're dismissed.
Whatever. I need a break anyway. Come on, Frank.
Ugh. I'll leave it. Mostly attachments for other... I should wait for the train to stop.
out of an abundance of caution. This train will hold at the station temporarily, then we apologize for the
The firecrackers. That won't stay on there for long, unless I secure it. That train should be headed to the repair depot. I can follow the trail of paint. Not while the train is here. It's for lifting heavy objects, like train motors or... We meet again, train. I don't follow. What would that do? I can't. Workers, I should try that on the screws. These are I filed. Workers use it to get below the platform. I've connected the piston to this switch. Trains come through on the... train up. The train, still no short, still no short. Looked real enough to me. Good old-fashioned practical effects.
This line will like freezing.
Trains can't forget the... I don't follow. Mostly.
Cleverly contrived asset, Richter's very public death will create a power vacuum in his mercenary corps, throwing it into disarray. With any luck, they'll disband entirely. Go ahead and catch a train down to Switzerland. We've got one last villain to take care of before we turn our attention to Satoshi. We've nearly pinpointed Satoshi's current location asset. They're definitely in South America. Now we just need to eliminate a few thousand proxy IPs. As to the mission at hand, Dr. Konrad Hess is the Dean of Milton Schieffer Medical School in Zurich. The survival rate at the school's teaching hospital recently plummeted as Hess has begun sabotaging surgeries to harvest organs for sale on the dark web. Go give Hess a taste of his own malpractice.
How goes?
Bad.
I'll help quiz you. Quick. You're gonna... Hello.
Well...
Thanks. There's nothing in there to look at. Horrifying. There's nothing in there to look at. The tank's packed with I don't see a key around. I might have to improvise. Diagrams for all. The plaque says it's a... The tank's... Who chats? Not with all the... I can't just take his key. I can't open it any further. The door is locked. The usual janitorial. Uninteresting maintenance. That door's on. It's a backlit. I can't open it any further. The dean's got a lot of awards. The dean isn't in any of them. The dean isn't in any of them. It's one of those. Perfect. A crisp, clear. A printer worked on the first try? I should make a wish. All right. The cutout fits nicely with room to spare. This is either genius or idiotic. The door. I've cut the incendiary chemical. A photo of the professor with his kid. There's a dedication. To Dad, love Joseph.
Milton Schieffer, School of Medicine. This is Fergus.
Good afternoon. I'm calling in regard to Dr. Walker's son.
Is there an issue?
I'm the principal of his school. We caught him selling Cuban cigars during gym.
Well,
Well, that sounds like a terrible lie. Verify the son's first name, please.
Joseph.
I am confident that was a lucky...
Appreciate it. That It's got... There's nothing in... The plaque says it's a black mamba, extremely dangerous. I filled the padlock. Horrifying. This thing's ruined. I'm alone in the building. Horrifying. Incredible. I don't follow. These nails should keep the skeleton in one piece. Looks just like a fake plastic skeleton. I already got a good... I don't... What would that do? I can't do that.
So kind of you to let Dr. Hess remain a fixture at his school, Asset. It's certainly more than he deserves. Unsurprisingly, you would have made a decent mortician in another life. Now head straight to the airport. We just received definitive confirmation that Satoshi Nakamoto is in Paraguay. We need to move fast, Asset. An engineer as talented as Satoshi has undoubtedly detected evidence of our tracking by now. We believe Satoshi is holed up in a hotel room in downtown Asuncion. Security footage indicates a brown-haired man with a large beard. We've instructed authorities at the nearby Argentine border to detain anyone who matches that description. The long-term effectiveness of our...
What the hell?
I'm unarmed. Please, I just want to talk.
You're Satoshi Nakamoto?
Yes! I mean, that's the name I used on the Bitcoin paper.
You killed our assassin. How?
I knew he was coming. I hacked into your agency's network. I knew you were coming too. I hoped you'd be more willing to talk than he was.
All right then. What do you have to say?
I wasn't trying to create a currency for criminals. I'm just a cryptography researcher. This whole project's gotten way out of hand. I swear I'll abandon it forever if you just help me disappear. What do you say?
Fine. Let's get you out of here.
Thank you, thank you. I'll head straight for the border.
Wait. Border security is on the lookout for someone matching your description. You'll need a new identity with credentials to match.
I'll get my laptop.
No. Nothing digitally traceable. We need to do this the old-fashioned way. Wait here. It's a room service cart, part of the assassin. Excuse me.
What can I do for you, sir?
That's all.
Enjoy your...
There's nothing interesting in it. There's nothing there's no. Hello, ma'am.
Be a dear and
oh.
You.
It's in.
Then you.
Well,
what would
I said? When's the today's specials include a boom burger. What's up?
Not much.
You hear about the thief?
Huh? No, what thief?
Management said somebody's been...
Ugh, great. I should probably go lock... Thanks for the heads up.
With the tape there, the door won't fully close. What a messy eater.
Yeah!
I already took a menu. Gotta leave some for every... Hi. I need a...
Take your...
My coffee has a gross dead...
I apologize, sir. That won't do at all.
Very good. She won't be gone long. Nobody's... Thanks again for waiting.
About time.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't read a damn word. I'm walking straight down to City Hall to...
Huh. She was so... My aunt was here earlier.
Very well. Oh dear. Yes. Exchange them for literally...
How about a pair of colored...
Fine, whatever.
Thanks a bunch. I'm having the strangest... That should do it. Satoshi should be able to cross a room service cart, part of the assassin's cover.
Outstanding! Satoshi Nakamoto is no longer a thorn in our side, and our backdoor exploit remains safe and sound. As the Bitcoin network grows over time, our direct view into global criminal activity will grow right along with it. Hearty congratulations, Asset. I've received word from...
With the disappearance of Satoshi Nakamoto, the intelligence agency's universal access to the Bitcoin network remains undetected. The world enters a new era of financial surveillance, casting an ominous shadow over the digital realm.